How you guys doing? Josh here with Ohio Fish Rescue. You guys have been asking for stock updates on all of our tanks. So today we're going to start with the monster pond and we'll see where we end up. So as you guys know, I do like to do little series and updates that you guys really ask for. And you guys seem to really like the stock updates and whatnot. So we are going to start with this 58,000 gallon monster pond. I know you guys love seeing it in all of its glory. But we can go through and I can show you each fish. Well, I can't physically do that, but because there's so many cichlids in here. Each of the large fish that we actually put in this tank, who inhabits it, and an approximate size on them. So for starters, we've got, you know what? Let's go to this big guy over here. He is just at 4 foot. He is a hybrid tiger shovelnose red-tailed catfish. He is a massive catfish, guys. This, I would say, he is probably big around than a 1 gallon milk jug. He's got to be at least 10 inches wide or so. This is a big catfish with a big mouth, and he loves to eat a lot of food. I'm trying to debate if this is the alpha of the tank or if this is the beta. I can't seem to find the other one, but I'm almost certain that this is the alpha and the other is the beta. Okay, and then right here, of course, we've got Brutus, the 5 foot long arapaima. He is also getting massive. He's always lurking, not far behind. Whenever you are by the top of the water, he comes up, says, "Give me food, Dad." Gotta love that face. He's got some awesome coloring on him. The red's starting to come up halfway up his body, and it is still growing. But this is an impressive beast. He is just under 2 years old, and he's at the 5 foot mark. So in September, actually, so that's in about a month, he will be 2 years old. And you know, we try and tell people that arapaima are not for everyone. They grow exceptionally fast. That 2 foot arapaima in the other room is just under 6 months old. Then we've got this bass right here. This is I'd say he's probably about 22, 23 inch mono peacock bass. And he has a little deformity on his bottom fin from when we rescued him. But that doesn't stop him from being an awesome fish. And he is super fun to feed. Sorry about the glare, guys. I can't do nothing about them skylights. But he is an awesome fish. He's super fun to feed. Whenever you throw in food, he's one of the first ones to be hitting it. He'll strike the top of the water super hard. He'll come flying across the pond. And I think it's pretty awesome. Right under him, we have a Disticatus sexifasciatus. We got him some years back from my buddy Russ at Ecardino. He was living in his pond and he wanted him to have a bit bigger home, so we sent him to live with us. He's still kicking. He made a bunch of friends in this pond. Normally, they are known for being eye biters and fin nippers, but him, he's just pure awesome. He loves it here, and he said, "I don't want to leave." So he plays nice with everyone. Of course, we've got the, I'd say he's about a 17, 18 inch doveye, and he's got the attitude to match. Now, we still do have King that we picked up from Rick Ferguson. He's a touch bigger, but he is in the 3,000 gallon fish tank. So let's go ahead and circle around, see who else we can find in this pond. Look at this guy. This is the silver arowana. He is probably 32 inches or so. Now, we were at first scared to put arowanas in this pond. Sorry, guys, I keep having the hiccups here. But we were scared to put these arowanas in the pond because we were afraid that being it's so open and they could get landlocked on each side. I was worried about the arapaima. I was worried about the arowana. But we have so much room in here and everyone is semi-peaceful. that he just kind of swims around and doesn't bother no one. So who knows, you might see more arowana in this pond in the future. So let's move on. Here we have one of the smallest alligator gars in this pond. This is just a regular alligator gar. He came from the 3,000 gallon aquarium, and he is just about 34 inches long. You guys can see down there we've got African cichlids popping in and out of the rocks, as you guys see. We are just going to mention those in this video. There are all type of OB peacocks, different types of Africans and Bunas, yellow labs, and of course we have the convict cichlids. We have whites, blacks, and blues in here. The convicts we purposely put in to make it a natural ecosystem, and the African cichlids, of course, they came over the skimmer from our African tank as they were fry, and they've grown up in here and lived, and they started a colony of their own, which is pretty awesome. So moving on here, look at this guy. We've got the platinum alligator gars. There are actually 2 of those in here, and these were actually donated to us by our good buddy John Trong, and they will live out their lives here. They are getting to monstrous sizes. I would say the larger one is probably at 3 foot. The smaller one's probably at 32 inches or so, but they are some marvelous beasts. They have absolutely stunning colors on them. They have no hints or traces of black, so they are a super high grade platinum alligator gar, and they are some of the fish that people love most in this pond, but also one of the most frightening. Moving on to the next guy. We've got this 4 foot short body. Well, it was 48 1/4 inches when we put in here. He's probably 49, maybe 50 inches now. But this is a short body alligator gar from the one and only Vincent Wu. You guys remember, my dad drove all the way across the country, and he rescued this along with a bunch of other majestic beasts. And she is one of the lucky ones to inhabit this monster pond. As you can see, they are all kind of crowding over here because this is where I feed from. And every time they see me standing here, they come up, they say, food, food, food. So speaking of food, as I said, every time I come here, they crowd around and they sit here and just wait. Are you ready, Brutus? Are you ready? Ooh. So that's pellets that these guys get daily. I have to actually order some more. So we found these pellets. You can buy them in a 50-pound bag, and they are some of the best pellets that I've found. It is called Scredding. It's from Nutreco Company, and we get the one from Utah. So we call them, and we ordered from the one in Utah, and they send us 50-pound bags of this Scredding feed, which we actually got this as a donation from Ohio State University, and they actually told us about it, and we loved this food that we've been buying it ever since. I'm actually going to up my order with them. I'm probably going to get 3 50-pound bags a month to help supplement feed with some of these guys here. So every day we like to feed some sort of food. We like to feed pellets. In this pond, for instance, whenever we have people come over, we do it as a way to show how Brutus pops the water, or show how the arowana loves to lunge after food, or show how hard these alligator gars hit. So we'll try and target feed with pellets, and they will get some extra nutrition that way. And it's also a cool experience for people who come and tour the rescue to be able to see these fish feed. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far, because I know I am. But let's look in for some more fish. Of course, we have the Asian carp down there. We've got red-tailed catfish. There are actually 5 of those in here. We've got 1, 2, there goes Two-Face. There's 3, there is 4, and there is Big Bill, the female catfish. As you can see, some of the catfish, that is actually one that I've grown out since a small one. He's actually getting close to big bill size. So these are definitely some big catfish. Recently we added in this, I'd say he's just over 30-inch tiger shovel nose. And man, has he put on some size since he's been in this pond. It is just amazing what growth rate happens in this pond. You throw a fish in there and you just watch it explode. It is pretty awesome. Now let's go. We've got the albino channel cat. I don't remember if I just mentioned that or not. Of course. Oh, look at that peacock cichlid right there. That thing is beautiful. It's got purples and blues and yellows. Oh, if I could catch him, I would put him back in the cichlid tank. That is a beautiful little cichlid. And that was bred right there in the pond. I'm sorry that reflection is messing with you guys. I keep trying to move it, but look at that beautiful little cichlid. Oh my God. All right, so back to the fish. I'm sorry, I get sidetracked so easily, and I see this stuff every day. But let's move on to the iridescent sharks. There are 3 of the iridescent sharks in this pond. The smallest is probably 34 inches. The largest is probably 38. And there are 3 of them, like I said. Wait a minute. I lied. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot. I added in a smaller iridescent shark just the other day. He is probably 30 inches long. So there are 4 iridescent sharks in this pond. And then, of course, we have the 30-inch Pacu shark. Now, he is probably one of the most feisty predators in this pond. These guys can get up over 6 foot. They are known to get up to 8 foot in the wild, but they are a true predator from where they range from. And as you can see, we did have a scuffle the other night. That Pacu shark did not like the iridescent shark the other night, so you can see his top fin got bit, but I did keep an eye on it, and he seemed to knock it off. He likes to go through these phases, like once a year, he'll just pick on someone. Last time it was the Leporanus in the 4400, and he ended up being eaten, and we felt so bad. I didn't think he could eat a fish of that size, but we went ahead and got him out and put him in the monster pond to where he can't, physically eat nobody in here. But he does still pick fights every now and again. But I'd say he's probably one of the most feisty ones in here. And number 2, which used to be number 1, is this bugger right here. This is a Sperata Aor, or an Indian shovel nose. He is just at about 3 foot long, and he loves to cop an attitude. He is definitely one of the alpha catfish in this pond. Nobody loves to mess with him, and he's got the attitude to back it up. So I will be curious to see what happens when the Paraiba gets big enough and we throw the Paraiba in this tank, because the Paraiba's going to be closing in on 2 foot soon. He's over the 18-inch mark, and he's coming up on 2 foot fairly quick, and he's got an attitude on him. So I am curious to see what happens with this pond as it progresses. Now, looking over here, we have the giant gourami named Gus. Now, he is a, say he's about 26, 27 inches, and we've had Gus here forever. You guys know him. You guys love him. Uh-oh. Who is this little guy? If you look underneath that rock, kind of hard to see him, but there is a giant Mexican musk turtle. His name is Godzilla. And we also picked him up from Mr. Vincent Wu, and he's been inhabiting this pond ever since. And he is a hidden dime, because sometimes you'll see him, sometimes you won't. And whenever the food hits the water, he comes over and bullies all of these fish out of the way. And it is kind of, mind-boggling to see this little old turtle bully a 5-foot arapaima or these 4-foot catfish out the way. And it is a sight to see, and it's kind of funny. Now, one of the last guys in here is the tilapia cichlid. Actually, let me walk around to show him. You can't really see him from this side. But while I'm walking around, I can talk about a couple of the hidden guys in here. I have some really gorgeous Gibiceps plecos in here, and when you're scuba diving in here and you're not stirring up any dirt or anything, you can actually put the mask on, go down there, snorkel, and look in all these caves, and you might find plecos and all this stuff. So there are plecos in here. There goes that 2-foot tilapia right there. Here is the beta catfish. That is the beta hybrid shovel nose. I was right about that. He is just a tad bit smaller, but you can see the size difference on these guys. He is way fatter, and he is a force to reckon with. So here we got the beta swimming up. There we go. Let's see if we can get them next to each other. They're actually really, really close in size, but this guy just has girth on him. Now, he's an impressive catfish, but he's just beefy. But you can see they definitely go at it from time to time. You can see some of the healed up fins on him to where they've gotten a fight before. To where, yeah, he's a few inches longer. You can see he's testing them right now. So we've got the smaller guy trying to beat him out for being the alpha, and he just does not take it, and he says, "This is my pond." So I think that is it for what we have in the pond. Actually, I don't know if I mentioned the Niger cats. There are 2 of them in here. They are between 40 and 48 inches long. There is one that is just an absolute beast. That he's the one who actually sliced me open when we were moving them in. We actually have a few more. There goes the smaller guy. There's the big guy. But yeah, I think that is it for the pond stocking on the 58,000 gallon pool pond. But in this video, I'll also go through these small tanks really, really quick. Over there, we have just goldfish. There are some shibunkins in there. There's some fancy tail goldfish, ryukins, and aranda, blackmores. And I've got about 30 more that's going to join them. All fancy tail goldfish that have to stay tropical besides the shibunkins and the regular comet goldfish. There are a few select in there that my mom absolutely loves. In this tank here, we have a few koi, which we have been thinning out and taking outside. The rest of these guys will join as soon as I know that the filtration can handle all of the koi outside. Same thing in here. These are her butterfly koi that she loves so much. Look at that beast. I've always thought about throwing him into the 2,200 gallon tank, but he is going to be a beauty in that backyard koi pond. Over here, we have about 200 red jewel cichlids that will be waiting to go into the Bellagio tank. So these came in as a rescue, decided to keep them because they can fill out and help fill up that 1,800. In here, we have, this is a 350 gallon tank, nothing but African cichlids. Everywhere you look, there are a few hundred in here, and that is pretty much all the stock that's going into the Bellagio. And we have a 75 in there with a few more yellow labs and OV peacock and some mbunas that will be going into the Bellagio tank. And I will end this video with the globe tank. This is the 100-gallon globe that came from the Bellagio, featured on the show Tanked. This houses 10 or so angelfish of all different sizes and varieties. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys want to tell me in the comments which tank you would like an updated stock on next, I might be able to get a tank or 2 in each video, maybe 3 if we run a bit quicker. But you guys let me know in the comments which tank you would like to see the updated stock and fish sizing on next. So I appreciate you guys for coming to hang out with me on today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, stay fishy, my friend.